If you're looking to buy a stacked NBA 2K account with max badges and more, visit sportstnb.com. He has been in the community for years and has hundreds of reviews. Click the first link in the description to get your account today.
Pull up, we bustin', not for discussion. We play with drums like shit is percussion. Stay with a hammer like this is construction. Drink too much Henny, might shoot up.
What's good, YouTube? Mascot, we back out with another video. Today's video, we got the best 3-point playmaker build in NBA 2K20. Now, if you guys watched my last video, the best finesse finisher build, I told you guys in my next video I was going to be doing the best 3-point playmaker. Of course, I got to stay true to my word. But with all that stuff out the way, we gonna get straight into the best 3-point playmaker build. So we are going to be making it a point guard for the maximum bet as possible, and this other stuff does not matter. That's personal preference. Now, moving on to skill breakdown of this build, man. When you hear the name 3-point playmaker, the pie chart you would think is going to be the shooting and playmaking pie chart just based off the name. That is true. We are going to be picking this pie chart. You're going to have Hall of Fame shooting badges, Hall of Fame playmaking badges, really nice defense, and decent finishing. Make sure you guys do pick this pie chart. Moving on to physical profile of this build, man, I would personally recommend you pick the all agility pie chart. This build, it doesn't really need vertical, no strength. Your main concern would be to have the maximum speed possible, so I'm gonna recommend you pick all agility. Now, moving on to the attributes, man, make sure you guys do it just like this so you get the maximum bet as possible. Your driving layup, you are going to put this to a 75, just like that. That's the only thing we are going to be touching for finishing, and I will explain later why we're doing that. Moving on to shooting, your mid-range shot, you're going to put this to 1 point off of max, which is an 83, and you're going to max out the rest of the shooting stats. So max out 3-point shot, max out your free throw and the post fade, max this out just like that. So you get 22 shooting badge. Now, moving on to playmaking, you're going to max out pass accuracy, also max out your ball handling, and the post moves, you're going to put this to a 56, so you get, I think, 21 playmaking badges. Yep, 21 playmaking badge, just like that. Moving on to defense, you're pretty much going to max out every single defensive stat, so max out interior defense, also max out your perimeter defense, same with lateral quickness, max this out as well. Steal, you also are going to max this out. Same with the block, you also are going to max this out. The offensive rebounding, here's the first thing we aren't going to max out. Your offensive rebounding, you're going to put this to a 42, just like that. And these remaining 41 upgrades, you're going to use that to max out your defensive rebounding, just like that. So you get 11 defensive rebounding badges. And you guys can see, here's the build. You get 1 finishing, 22 shooting, 21 playmaking, 11 defensive rebounding. You can add that up. That's a total of 55 badges for this 3-point playmaker build. Now, let me just explain something real quick. The reason why I put the driving layup to a 75 is because we didn't upgrade any other finishing stat. So I decided to sacrifice some playmaking badges just so you have at least a little bit driving layup. So whenever you drive to the paint, you won't be missing wide open layups. Now, if you don't really care about finishing stats, you can take your whole driving layup down and put that on your post moves. You can get 2 extra playmaking badges for a total of 57 badges on this player. But like I said, I sacrificed 2 playmaking badges just so you can have some decent driving layup. So whenever you drive to the paint, you won't be missing wide open layups. Now, moving on to this other stuff, man. Body shape does not matter. Personally, it's a guard, so I'm going to just pick defined. It doesn't matter whatsoever what you pick. Pick whatever you want. I'm going to just pick defined. Moving on to the height with this build, I'm going to recommend you make the build 6'5". It's a good in-between balance. You're still going to be able to speed boost. You have really good defense. Like I said, we maxed out pretty much all the defensive stats. All the defensive stats that really matter. I mean, let's be honest. Offensive rebounding doesn't matter. If you're playing 2s, your center is going to be worrying about the offensive rebounds. So you definitely don't have to worry about that. And you got max block, max steal, lateral quickness, perimeter, all that good stuff. Make sure you guys do make the build 6'5". Moving on to the weight with this build, I'm going to recommend you minimize your weight all the way down so you get better acceleration, better vertical, and better lateral quickness. Moving on to the wingspan of this build, here is a very key thing. You have to put your wingspan to 84.4 inches. If you want to get the 3-point playmaker name, it cannot be lower than this wingspan. If you put it to 83.5 or lower, it's going to change your name to a playmaking shot creator. So make sure your wingspan is 84.4. You can also put it to max if you want to. That'll still give you the same build name. But I'm going to do 84.4 because I don't want to take too much of a hit on my shooting. At 99 overall, you're going to have an 84 mid-range, an 86 3-pointer, and an 86 ball handling. Now, with this build, with this wingspan, you are going to have to wait till you get Takeover to be able to speed boost. If you pick the sharpshooter Takeover, it gives you a +5 to your ball handling with Takeover. So yeah, when you're not 99 overall, you will have to have sharpshooter Takeover or shot creator Takeover, whatever Takeover you pick to be able to speed boost. But whenever you hit 99 overall, you're going to have an 86 ball handling, because if you guys did not know, you need an 86 ball handling to speed boost. So whenever you're 99 overall, you'll be able to speed boost off rip, meaning as soon as you get in the game, the first possession, you can speed boost off rip. So just make sure you guys keep that in mind. Put your wingspan to 84.4 inches. Moving on to the takeovers of this build, man, like I just explained, I personally recommend you pick sharpshooter with this build. I wouldn't recommend picking playmaker. I feel like this is a really good 2v2 build. And shot creator, I wouldn't recommend picking this takeover either, because you can do the exact same things shot creator can do with sharpshooter, but 10 times better. Yeah, shot creator helps you fade better, but let's be honest, you can fade just as well with sharpshooter takeover. I'm gonna recommend you pick sharpshooter, but if you really want playmaker shot creator, go ahead. Like I said, I'm gonna recommend you pick sharpshooter. And you guys can see, here's the build. You have built a 3-point playmaker similar to Gary Payton, Stephen Curry, and Jamal Murray. This is a very nice build. 55 badges. Now we're gonna get straight into the best badges for this build, man. If you guys do watch this video, make sure you guys do the like button, subscribe, put the sub count real quick. You guys can see 43,800 subs. We're 200 subs away from 44k subs. You're watching this video right now. You like what you see, make sure you guys do the subscribe button, turn on notifications. Now we're gonna get straight into the best badges for this build. Put this to 99 overall real quick. Let me take the sub count off. Now you guys can see only one finishing badge. Like I said, we maxed out our driving layup. Well, it's like 2 points off of max. So with that in mind, you don't have a driving dunk, you don't have a close shot, so I would go with the badge that helps you finish layup. So I personally am going to recommend you throw on acrobat for this build. This would be a really good badge, especially if you go with the baseline layup. Obviously, we didn't upgrade our dunks, so you can't baseline dunk. But say you do a baseline layup, you're going to need your acrobat. It's going to help you finish those layups. I feel like this is going to be the best finishing badge for this build. Moving on to shooting badges build, when you have 22 shooting badges, you definitely want quick draw on Hall of Fame. If you don't have this badge on, you're not going to be able to shoot. It's really that simple. I know some people like this badge on gold or silver. If you're one of those people, go ahead. Definitely don't go below silver though, because bronze quick draw is like having no quick draw. So silver is the lowest, but I'm going to just throw on Hall of Fame. You definitely want your Hall of Fame range extender to help you shoot a lot deeper. I also see this badge activate on mid-range shots. You definitely need that badge. 14 upgrades left. Hot Zone Hunter, definitely want this badge Hall of Fame as well. If you have all your hot zones, this badge right here is help you shoot a lot better. 10 upgrades left. There's a couple of badges I want. Green Machine, Deadeye, Volume Shooter, Steady Shooter, maybe even Difficult Shots. Like I said, there's a couple of badges I want. Especially since I picked the Sharpshooter Takeover, I feel like Steady Shooter is a really nice badge. It makes you pretty much almost unguardable when you have the Sharpshooter Takeover activated. So yeah, I'm gonna throw these couple badges on bronze. So we're gonna throw Deadeye on bronze, Green Machine, Steady Shooter, and Volume Shooter. Difficult Shots, I'm thinking about throwing that on. I'm gonna throw it on bronze. Why not? Now you have 5 upgrades left. It's up to you. If you want to bump these badges up higher, I'm personally recommending throwing Green Machine on silver. Steady Shooter, I feel like that badge has to be higher too. Deadeye, yeah, I'm gonna throw this badge higher as well. Volume Shooter, I do like this badge. I think I might throw this badge on silver as well. 1 upgrade left. Now, if you want to be really balanced and throw these all on silver, you can do that, but I think Difficult Shots on bronze is gonna be perfectly fine for this build. Like I said, you want to higher, go ahead. Now, this is up to you. Whatever badge you want. You want Deadeye higher, Green Machine, Volume Shooter. Honestly, this is kind of hard. In my opinion, I think it's in between Green Machine and Steady Shooter. I think I'm gonna throw Green Machine on gold. Like I said, every single one of my videos, you want some of the badges, change the badges up. This is just my personal recommendation. Moving on to playmaking badges build, when you have 21 playmaking badges, the 2 badges off rip you gotta have handles for days and quick first step. Without a doubt, you need these 2 badges. 13 upgrades left. Space Creator is also another good option. You get those badges on Hall of Fame if you really want to, or at least silver in my opinion. Like I said, you want Hall of Fame, go ahead. I think I'm gonna do silver. 11 upgrades left. Unpluckable, I'm gonna throw this badge on gold. Nobody likes getting ripped. You definitely need that badge. 8 upgrades left. I definitely want my silver bailout, so I'm gonna put that on silver. If you guys want ankle breaker, especially if you pick the playmaker takeover, that's a pretty good option. I think I'm gonna throw this badge on silver. Might as well, right? 4 upgrades left. Now, if you're planning on playing with like a shooting center with this build, maybe throw on your floor general, your dimer, whatever one you prefer. It's up to you. Actually, thinking about it, I think I'm gonna throw on Hall of Fame Space Creator and Silver Dimer. I think these are gonna be the best playmaking badges for this build. Like I said in every single of my videos, though, if you want some other badges, floor general, if you want floor general, you think floor general is better than dimer, go ahead and do that. This is what I'm gonna do personally. Moving on to defensive badges build, when you have 11 defensive badges, we pretty much maxed out every single defensive stat. So this build is going to have really good defense, plus you have really long wingspan, so this is a very nice build. Your clamps, you definitely need this badge to play better perimeter defense, so I think I'm gonna throw this badge on gold. Intimidator, I definitely need this, but I think I'm gonna throw this badge on gold as well. 5 upgrades left. You definitely want your bronze chase down artist. We do have a max block. This badge, in my opinion, only has to be bronze. You don't really need it higher than that. 4 upgrades left. There are a couple good badges. I think I'm gonna throw Rim Protector on bronze as well. 3 upgrades left. There's probably like 3 badges I would consider: Interceptor, Pick Dodger, maybe even Pogo Stick, and Rebound Chaser. It's really up to you. I feel like you're gonna be playing point guard, so you're gonna be getting screened a lot. So I feel like Pick Dodger has to be silver. So I'm gonna throw a badge on silver. You can throw bronze if you want to. Now 1 upgrade left. This is kind of hard. There are a couple good badges you can throw on. Interceptor. I don't know. Some people think you don't really need Interceptor. As long as you're good at timing your passing lanes, you don't really need the badge. I think I'm just recommend throwing Rebound Chaser on bronze. You do have a max defensive rebounding. We did upgrade offensive rebound a little bit. So having bronze Rebound Chaser combined with a pretty long wingspan, you'll be able to grab some rebounds. I feel like these are going to be the best defensive rebounding badges for this build. You want some other badges though, change your badges up, do whatever you want to do. But that's pretty much it, man. That's the best 3-point playmaker build in NBA 2K20. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, man, make sure you guys do the like button, subscribe. If you guys have any builds you want me to make videos on, please let me know in the comment section below, and please make sure it's a build I haven't already made a video on. I would really appreciate that. But that's pretty much it, man. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Until next time, clutch out.
I'm feeling your energy, and shorty, man, she really into me. I got lots of enemies, and they wanna act like they friends with me.